Coke Zero, now more delicious. Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, it finally happened. I'm excited. I am very, very excited. It finally happened. Finally is happening and has happened. Well, first off, do you hear that? The only thing I hear is icicles dropping off the top of the ridge crib because it is melting. Yeah. It is 29 degrees right now, but the sun is out. Now, I will say I don't have any water in the ridge crib yet. It is still frozen. 32 degrees is 32 degrees, right? So 29, I ain't got no water. But as soon as I can get some water, I'm going to get things cleaned up, get things flushed out, get things all situated in here because I've got company coming. That's right. It is finally happening. You know, my brother and niece could not make it. The weather just prevented them from making it up here to West Tennessee. They flew into Nashville, and they flew in the day the ice and snowstorm hit. That's rough. That was rough. So they went down straight south from Nashville to my sister's in Alabama. Now, she ended up getting 2 inches of snow that night, but later on after they got there. So luckily they were all safe. Now, they've been having some fun though. Now, I had things planned. I had 3 places that's going to take my niece, that she could really enjoy. Still, next time she comes, I'll be able to take her. But they went to the NASA Museum there in Huntsville, Alabama. I think that's where it's at. And they've had a good time. Now, they are back on the road, heading home. And my dad and stepmom are now at my sister's. They flew into Nashville. I know, 2 separate family vacations, same time, kind of weird. Did not overlap either. So, brother and niece heading back to Connecticut. Dad and stepmom are coming. They came in from Vermont. They actually went to Connecticut, and then they flew. I don't know where all they flew, but they're in Nashville. I mean, they're in Alabama. So they finally made it to Alabama. They went to the NASA Museum, and they're having a good time with my sister Sarah. But it's my time, guys. It's my turn. So tomorrow is Saturday. Happy Friday, everybody! Goodness gracious, I'm so happy Friday's here. Tomorrow, my dad and stepmom and my sister are coming up. Okay, so they're gonna ride with my sister and come up, and I'm gonna take them a couple places I don't think they've been. Now, I've taken them down to Beale Street before and eat at Rendezvous Barbecue, and they've done all that. But I do not believe, if I can recall, of all the times they've been here, well, I know one thing. I've never been to the Lookout on top of the Bass Pro Pyramid in downtown Memphis. Now, the Bass Pro Pyramid used to be just called the Pyramid, and actually, I've actually seen Dragon Tales perform when my kids were little. I took them to see Dragon Tales. That's how long ago it's been. The Grizzlies used to play in the Bass Pro Pyramid. You just called the Pyramid then. But now it's a Bass Pro store. Yeah, and they've got a restaurant. They actually have a Wahlburgers in there. You know, Donnie and Mark Wahlberger, they have a Wahlburgers in there. I think it's still Wahlburgers. It was Uncle Buck's for the longest time. But they've got a hotel in the top, and I believe there's a nicer restaurant up there also, but they have a lookout. And I've never been up to the lookout. You pay to take an elevator up to the very top of the pyramid, and you can go look out over the city of Memphis. I know it's a city, but hey, maybe there'll still be some snow on the ground because there's still tons of snow on the ground. Well, luckily the sun is melting it all off. It's not the temperature; it's still 29 degrees, and it's supposed to be like 15 tonight or something like that. Maybe let's see what the temperature is supposed to be tonight, because you got me curious. Click on it. No more Santa Claus on the can. Y'all see that? The Santa Claus cans are gone. 22 degrees tonight. 22 degrees. So I've taken care of all the animals. They've got water. I know it was all still frozen solid. Fed them, gave them some treats. I'll probably put some more straw in there with them. Hay and straw. Hay for the chickens. Or hay for the rabbits. Straw for the chickens. Always say that wrong sometimes and I get jumped on. But yeah, whenever it gets below freezing, I usually put in, Grandma Carol takes care of them a lot of times. put in straw. Now, if it's not below freezing, they prefer, they're hot-natured animals, them rabbits, And the chickens, of course, are up in the coop, and it's all closed up. When the weather gets warm, I open the vents in the chicken coop so they can get some airflow and get that ammonia, all that stuff, And once it gets dried up out there, I'll probably get the tractor and lift the rabbit hutch and move the chicken coop and clean out from under them, because it's time. It's time. Because a lot of times when we put in all this straw and hay, a lot of it falls down and just builds up with all the poo. Makes really good compost, though. Really good. The chicken poo you have to compost. You have to let hot compost, turn it and all that stuff. Rabbit poo, cold compost, straight on the garden. Good stuff. Really good stuff. I have been busy today. Not just getting busy for family to arrive. I've got 2 videos out for you. Now, I had to go ahead and edit and upload 2 videos for you because I've got family coming in, and I didn't want you to have a big lapse in videos on RidgeLife. So I've got 2 videos coming out. One is one you've been waiting for, right? The thing that was stopping the solar carport progress, right? It's done. It is as done as I can do with the snow and mud up there, right? So that video will be out tomorrow at 1 p.m., I believe. So be on the lookout. Make sure you check your notifications on all my channels: RidgeLife Ramblings, RidgeLife Reviews and How-Tos, RidgeLife Lessons. Make sure you check that notification bell. You click on the little bell, and if the bell is solid, either solid white or solid black, depending on which platform you're on, solid will let you know all notifications. If you just click the notification bell and walk away, you won't get all the notifications. Of course, you got to be subscribed. Sometimes YouTube unsubscribes you. Hit that subscribe button. It's 100% free. That's not like a join membership button. That's just a subscribe to make sure that it shows you're a follower and then allows you to get the notifications. So, little YouTube University there. Thank you very much. So, that's Saturday's video. And then on Monday, I've got a video coming out that is a game changer. Did that, was it yesterday? I'm trying to remember if I did that yesterday. I think I did that yesterday. But I got a game changer that's really going to help me get a move on my off-grid experience. I can't wait to show you that video. It was a fun video. It's not building a barn, but it was a fun video. I'll put it that way. It was fun. So that'll be out on Monday. Of course, Tuesday Night Live, and then I'll get back into. I got some things planned for next week. Yes, and then of course scheduling David and Mike to come start helping on the solar carport. I talked to David today about it. Yes, and I talked to Mike yesterday. I called Mike just to make sure. I noticed they didn't go live. They had some technical difficulties on Friday. Thursday. Wednesday. Yeah, I called them on Wednesday. Whew. This whole retired life, not knowing what day it is. Oh my goodness, that'll really get you. Yeah, I've been out and about in the beast in the snow and ice, and it performed wonderfully. You saw the video where Grandma Carol had put me to work changing out tables and chairs for her. I'm a little sore. I will say that table was so heavy. Gavin, because I showed you, I moved it after the video. My son came down, and he had a hard time carrying it. That's how heavy that sucker was. But we got it up, got the old one out, got the new one in, and it looks really, really nice. She's very, very happy with that. So when you got to take care of your mama, people, okay? Got to take care of those ladies in your life. If you're not taking care of the ladies in your life, you're not doing a good sonly duty or a manly duty or husbandly or spousally or just being a dude, okay? Dudes take care of their ladies. It's just the way it is. Make sure you're doing that. So, got that done. I took the trailer back to the U-Haul place and had to drive. Because it started thawing a little bit, right? So that field was so mushy, and I had to drive into the field, back it up into the spot in the field. There was no gravel; it was a field. and put it in 4 high, slippery mode, turn traction control off. Guys, my F-250 Beast HO trimmer, it's not a Ford effing Ranger. It's not a Ford effing Ranger. It's not going to get stuck in a field pulling a trailer. Pushing a trailer, pulling a trailer, loaded down, unloaded, it ain't going to get stuck. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. I got a little heat over that. It was funny. People were saying, you shouldn't make fun of David's truck because, you know, he... Man, David knows. David said, you're lucky I'm your friend, because if you weren't my friend, you'd be toothless right now with the many times I'd punched you in the face. And that's probably true. That's probably true. But David knows I'm kidding. And David said, Tim, I hardly ever mention you in my videos, which is kind of, it's about every other time now. He's getting on board with the whole bashing RidgeLife thing, which I'm fine about. Excuse me. But yeah, I mention him almost every single rambling. That's for sure. He's not in every RidgeLife video, but I definitely mention the man in every rambling video, because rambling is talking. And guys, about the only person I talk to very much is David, Grandma Carol. So why would I not be mentioning the people I talk to most? You know, that's how it is. I do mention my kids. I love my kids. They all did fine in the storms. I think my daughter and son, eldest son, they got about 4 or 5 inches up there in northwest northwest Tennessee. Now my son Morgan, he's down in Starkville, Mississippi, at Mississippi State, and they just got a dusting. I don't know if you saw Three Mississippi's video. They just got a dusting of snow, so they were good. And he's doing really well in college. Said he got a really good grade on his last engineering exam, materials. If you don't know about engineering materials, and they said that was a real hard one. That most people flunked that test, and he got a really good grade on it. So I'm very, very proud of him. Very proud of you, Morgan. Love you. Let's see. Yeah, tomorrow my family's coming in. Got to finish cleaning up, get the rest of the laundry done, clean the sheets and everything. And I'll be taking I probably won't be filming much with my family here. They are not the YouTube type. They are not. Not that they don't like it. You know, I filmed them on family vacation videos and stuff. Actually, I still got a couple vacation videos you haven't seen yet. Just haven't put them out there. I may put those vacation videos out to members only. Most people don't want to see my vacation videos because it's not about building on the ridge or, you know, me making fun of David or anything. And it was a family vacation, so I may finish those up and get those put out there, because I really need to finish them up and get them up so the family can see them. I've got a Florida vacation that hasn't been published, and I've also got the rest of the Vermont vacation. You know, the one where I went to Niagara Falls last year right before I blew my knee out. Guys, it's been a year. Did you know that? I just shared a Facebook notification that I blew my knee out a year ago. It was a picture of me in the ER, or in the it was the ER, wasn't it? Yeah. And can you believe it's been a year? And it changed everything. It really did. It changed everything. Before I blew my knee out, you know, I took vacation. I was on vacation. And I was working 50, 60 hours a week in a leadership role, always on call. And so when I blew my knee out, you know, I was still getting calls and all that. I wasn't getting paid. And then I went on the short-term disability, you know, while I was convalescing my knee. And then they wouldn't let me come back to work until I was cleared for duty. I couldn't come back light duty. I had to come back full duty. So it took 7 months. And during that 7 months, I got used to not getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's true. That's true. During that 7 months, I shifted gears. I was going to, in the spring, start building my barn, getting all the infrastructure for the livestock, and then start on the house in the fall, or getting the materials and everything for the house. But with being off for 7 months, I shifted gears, went straight into ordering the materials, getting all the land cleared, and the well, the septic, the foundation, the power shed, all my power equipment purchased and everything. It really changed everything. It really did. The blow my knee out really changed everything in my life. And then one thing it really, really changed is my perspective. I went back to work when I got cleared, and things just weren't the same. My mindset had changed. Um, I was thinking more about things going on at home than focusing on the things at work. Now, I was very, very lucky that they put me in a temporary role. Remember, I told you I wasn't going back to my original role, and I was kind of butthurt about it just for a little bit. I'm not really. I mean, I was like, man, what's up with that? But really, it was a transitional thing for me to get back, for safety. You got to get your mind back in the game, and it took me a while. And I really, really enjoyed the people I work with and all the things I did, but it wasn't the same. So I kind of got to thinking, God, Tim, it's time. And then with that rule of 55, the IRS rule of 55, it allowed me to retire early. And I got to thinking about that. I got a little nest egg saved up. Dave Ramsey did me right. I was 100% debt free with the exception of the Harley and the truck that I bought. Those were the things I wanted to get before I retired. And, if I start doing this YouTube thing full time, it can facilitate paying the bills until my real retirement. This is not retirement, guys. I'm working harder now physically. Even all the editing and stuff I'm doing. I'm working late in the night doing editing and getting files transferred and all that stuff. And then of course the real work up there on the ridge with the footers and the gravel and flipping the tractor over and all those things. Of course, the daily ramblings. I've been pretty consistent. I'm about 6 days a week on the rambling. So it really was a perspective change, and I'm very, very excited for it because it has allowed me to seek new adventures, going on trips, seeing friends, seeing family. I'm excited about what 2025 and beyond holds. I really, really am. I'm still young at heart. I may be long in the tooth, but I'm short in the emotional capacity. I'm still a kid, man. If anybody knows me, I'm still just a goofy, silly kid. My mama will attest to that. Even though I got all this gray hair right here, right? I'm just a silly boy, and I do silly things. And I'm a very passionate and caring person. I got a lot to share, and that's nothing. 2025, I know is going to bring me someone to share it with. I just got this feeling. And Tim, you shouldn't be looking. You should just let it flow. Let it flow. Be fluid like water. I've been saying that a lot lately. Be fluid like water, and I am. I'm focusing on the things that are important, allowing God to move in my life. That's my personal perspective. And where He places me and who He places in my path, I'm going to be sure to keep my eyes out. Okay, because sometimes, again, this is my personal beliefs. I believe sometimes God works in your life and you just miss it. He's like, hey, dude, I was there all along. I gave you what you wanted. I gave you what you needed. You just kept looking for what you wanted. Don't we all do that? Don't we get presented what we need and we overlook it for what we want. And sometimes we just need to open up and let God give us what we need. And oftentimes, it's what we truly want. We just didn't know it yet, right? So, a little bit of words of wisdom there. I got my tool tip of the day, and that's my tool tip of the day. Tim's tool tip of the day yesterday was don't touch fuzzy vines. We were walking out in the woods, and I give that one a lot. Don't touch fuzzy vines. Fuzzy vines, not good. You'll be itching all over and scratching. Not good, not good. I did get something in the mail that I was not expecting. I got a explanation of benefits for my old insurance. I don't have insurance to work anymore. It was a $56,000 bill for my surgery, and a lot of that was covered, but there was a huge percentage of it they're still saying I owe. If you recall, a year ago when I had to get my surgery, insurance wasn't wanting to pay it, and then I got a okay from the provider through our HR had to get involved, and they got it approved. Well, they ended up not paying it when it came down to it. So I got to go through all that rigmarole with getting insurance to pay something they said they were going to pay, and then they ended up not paying. Ain't nobody got time for that. That's enough to make your blood pressure go up. I am on blood pressure medicine, and one of the goals for 2025 is to get off the blood pressure medicine. So I'm monitoring my blood pressure, taking the medicine that I've got, and trying to eat a little healthier. Oh my goodness, guys. Grandma Carol went to Kroger, I think. It was the meat market at Kroger, and she got these big old thick ribeyes. Oh, they were so good. As a matter of fact, I got a picture of them. I grilled them last night, and I actually posted a picture on Facebook because it was, I think it was 15 degrees outside, and I was out there grilling in the dark. Oh my goodness, they were so delicious. Let's see, I got it right here. Dun, dun, dun. And so I grilled these things. Here we go. See if you can see these. Y'all see those? Oh man, those things turned out delicious. They were this thick ribeyes, and I cooked them like the restaurants cook them. I got the charcoal grill really, really hot. I mean, really, really hot. The temperature's right here. Sizzle, 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 sizzle my snizzle. And I flipped them over. Sizzle my snizzle. And medium rare, pulled them off like 110, 112 degrees. They got up to like 120, when they rested. And that seared charcoal flavor, so good. But did not eat potato with it. Did not eat bread with it. I ate a salad with it, and ate no croutons. So the point I was making, I'm trying to watch what I eat just a little bit better. And of course, exercise and getting up there. My knee is still a little tweaked from squatting down, doing those forms the other day, but every day it gets a little bit better. A little bit better. So if I can get, in 2025, get off the blood pressure medicine, I'll be a happy, happy camper. I just don't like, that's the only medicine I take. I take nothing else. And if I can get off that would, because I don't like taking medicine. I'm just the kind of guy that don't like taking medicine. I know the VA will pay for it and everything. I just don't want to do it. Ain't nobody got time for that. Speaking of time, I think it's time for me to let you go. I got to get some work done before the family gets here. So, guys, love every single one of you. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe all the channels. They're 100% free. Hit that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video comes out on one of my channels. So, guys, until next time, hope everyone has a blessed day. Keep rambling and go Ridge Life. Woo!